to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everything is going well for you today. If I can get a sound check, that would be super great. 5x5, something like that. 4x4, 10x10. Something really, really good. We'll be grateful. Looks like the battle rages on. Currently, it's YouTube 9-8 Rumble. Let's see here. While we're doing that, I have not got the poll inside the chat yet. I need to do that now. Let's see here. There's a poll right there. Start a poll. Let's get that poll locked in there. We're going to give a few seconds for people to show up. Had a lot of questions about. It seems as if there's a convergence of issues that are prepper related these days. And we're going to try and answer some of those questions this morning before we get started, because I think it's important to, knowledge is power and to be knowledgeable about certain things. All right. So the poll has been updated and you may now participate. All right. Let's see here. Let me get this. I got to get this screen right. It's so edgy as to what it wants to do. All right. Let's see here. First and foremost, if you gave any money to the what were we doing? We were supporting one of our members, and we had basically already passed all the monies off to her, and somebody put some money in it. So if you're doing that, please stop. I'm going to try and close that out today. I guess the next big elephant in the room is PREPSTOCK. Is PREPSTOCK still going right now? Yes, it is. But there are some variables that we have to work out. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to try to avoid a situation that happened with Prepper Camp. And I'm going to share that. I'm going to share that with you because I think it's important that you know what happened. Where are we at here? I think it's right there. And now I've got to go to the live stream. I've got to present and share a screen. And then we're going to go to the Discord. So I've got this posted in the Discord. So Prepper Camp did go. Prepper Camp did go. There's a picture of it right there. Can I make that bigger? It's not going to matter. That's them right there. Parking lot was about half full. People were sitting in the classrooms. The big tents were up, but this place is normally sprawling. This is Saturday. This place is normally sprawling with 2,000 people. So it's not too smart. And then so they actually have a web page. Man, I really wish I could. Let me see if I can make something happen with that. It's way smaller than I wanted it to be. Where's my cursor at? There it is. All right, there we go. And then let's see, we can't zoom in on that. Actually, I don't think you're seeing this. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do way too many things. We're going to go ahead and turn that off and stop that screen, and then we're going to share this screen. Discord money window. Where is it at? I guess interesting. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so you guys should be able to see this now. I'm going to double check it. I'm going to wait for it to pop up on the YouTube side. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it to pop up on the YouTube side. Okay, so this was a post from Prepper Camp's Facebook page. We made it Saturday, but decided to leave shortly after arriving around 8 a.m. as we were not prepared for what we encountered. Glad we made it out of Asheville after 3 different routes that were either blocked by trees, road, or bridges washed out. Many were not as lucky. Several cars were on the side of the road. out of fuel with no gas station open within several miles. We learned we should have trusted the warnings from weather reports than that of people who don't know everyone's situation or circumstance. Many times we get warnings that never come to fruition. Unfortunately, this one did and was worse than most could have imagined. Just for those who live in the area, that will be likely be without running water or power for several weeks. And then there's a picture of the tree down on the roads, people trying to get to prepper camp. And then this is a post here saying, yes, I thought it was extremely foolish for a prepper camp to post it as was still on. I'm sorry, prepper camp to post. It was still on, encouraging others to travel. Broke trust for me, poorly handled. I believe this is a bummer. And so we want to, obviously, we want to try and make sure that that does not happen. And unfortunately, for those that were going through some of this stuff, it's directly related. It's directly related to this particular live stream, and it's directly related to this live stream because where's it at here? These people knew that this was happening. This was happening. I'm going to stop sharing that. I want to show you something real quick here. Share a screen. No, not the Discord. Not Beat the Rush. What's the name of that? Cancel. Yeah, it is the Discord. Okay. Okay. So people knew this was coming. It's like, well, we had no idea. Well, guys, the same exact thing happened in 2018. Exactly. Even worse than this. If you Google flooding, Highway 40, North Carolina, all the pictures will come up of how the what should be a road is nothing more than a 30-foot of water lake that stretches on like a road. They all knew this was coming. They all were given warnings, and they should have heeded them is what they should have done. Now, as far as prepper camp goes, right now the state park is closed until the 6th. So we will not even be able to make a decision until then. So just FYI, I've already contacted the person that I know that is traveling the furthest away, and talk to them and make sure that this window, we're trying to create this window for the people that are the furthest out that would be coming, because they would be leaving the earliest, and we don't want to cancel too late or too soon. We don't want to cancel at all, but the thing is we're coordinating with the state park today to find out what their situation is, because that place may be completely wrecked right now. We don't know. And also nobody can even get in there right now. And then also all of I-40 in that region, the main thoroughfare to get into that region, is underwater. Not a joke. The entire highway is underwater. There are side roads, there are accesses, but we don't want people doing what other people were doing trying to get to this event. So we will know more as time goes along, but we probably will not make a decision until after the 6th. We still have 2 weeks. And it's just smarter that way, because people are going to lose money on this. Obviously, there will be some refunds issues, things like that. But people are going to lose money on this, and we want to make sure that that doesn't happen to them, but their safety is our top priority. So segueing into that, let's go ahead and check on we have 21 people on the Rumble side, which is weird, freaking weird, Rumble. And we have 17 people on the YouTube side. YouTube side, guys, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me so that draws the algorithm into us. Let's go ahead and knock that out now. And because Rumble is winning today for some freaky reason, Andy Pearson first, Laser number 2, and Hicktown Honey, you are deterred. Let's see here. I didn't make it to the big box store this weekend, but I plan on it Wednesday and Thursday. Yes, we have an issue with our longshoremen. that will come to a very big issue tonight at midnight. But that is for another video. That is not about today. And honestly, I think it's time to do a threat update. I will do that for the members, and it might make it out to the rest of the people. But maybe it's time to update the threat board, because unfortunately, some of the shit that I said is coming true. All right, what do we got here over on the YouTube side? Jordan, you are first. Rose, you are number 2. And the dude, you are deterred. Let's see here. Cool Colt showed up. Good to go. Good to go. Good to see you, bro. We got JB the 25th is in the house. We got Debbie in the house. We got Bob Peter. I always think of like a restaurant whenever I think of your name, Bob. We got Jordan sporting the band hammer. She's got the power. Where are we at here? Dude, Miss Melody's in the house. Good to see a young lady. Captain. Preston. Bradley showing up. Everybody's giving me the 5x5. Ian is here. Catitude, good morning. Where are we at here? Preparedness headquarters is in the house. Where we got? And Joshua, good morning. Good morning. Now I have to go back through all of those, because you guys are like running your sucks. You were just like babbling on. Let's see here. Let's say me. The dude says me in the, I guess the girl or whatever, and then tell me the game was rigged. Welcome back all. I think the emojis are cute, but I just don't understand what they are, because they don't make sense to me, or they're too small. The ultimate irony of this existence is being a trained fighter on the battlefield and have maxed out schooling in tactics and have to sit down and watch the country go to yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, bro. All right, that's enough of you. That's enough of you. Dude's just writing paragraphs. I love you, man, but I can't read everything you write. Let's see. Someone cue the Jeopardy music while we wait for LP. That's funny. I was on time. No, I wasn't. I was like a minute late. I normally turn everything on at 8:55 and then try to talk by 5. Let's see here. Looking for more. I didn't see Prepper Camp in my Discord. Someone tag me there. I got you. It's a Facebook page. I don't think they actually have a Discord, but yeah, I can send you their Facebook page, Jordan. It's very, they don't, Mark is not saying anything. If you guys didn't know this, Mark is the guy who freaking set Prepper Camp up like 10 years ago or something like that. And he was actually one of the very first guys on Doomsday Prepper. And he's milked this out. He's probably, Prepper Camp is probably good for about $100,000 in his pocket every year. Not a joke. Let's see here. Rose said, sad for them, but sadder for those who were damaged. Yeah, I mean, it's devastation, guys. It's absolute devastation. But there's the thing. We saw it before. We saw it in 2018. I'm not telling people that they're stupid because they stayed there. I'm telling people that they're stupid because they decided to go to a voluntary event, and somebody egged them on to go to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's what they were looking. Maybe they were looking for that experience. I don't know, but it was stupid. Let's see. Hey, brother, it's AKA Heroic Prepper. I got a new YouTube channel. Come swing by. Keep up the great work. You say that every time you come here, bro. You say that every time you come here. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we got those comments taken care of. All right, so it looks like we are locked up and good to go on the comments. As usual, YouTube has coming back. We've got 25-18. Let's see here. Look, if I was going somewhere and the term hurricane is coming through, I would just turn my wheels around. Not worth the risk. Absolutely. They knew, guys, they knew this water, it was going to be a massive amount of water that was going to be coming down. They knew. Everybody knew. Everybody was told. But the problem is that people in the mountains traditionally feel as if they're safe from hurricanes. They still have, people like warning. They still have, you know what I'm saying? They still have the technology that protects everybody else or helps to prepare everybody else. But why? I don't understand. I'm really actually monitoring the situation very closely in that region. because it's so near and dear to my heart with the prep stock and stuff, and there's a lot of people depending on me and just to get it right, but and by the way, guys, if you didn't know this, Jess is actually, he's a first responder. He's on the medical side. He is a what do they call it? He's not a paramedic, I don't think. But he's the other guy. Somebody put it in the chat. Anyway, and they had him, no joke. I'm not joking. He's on a 36-hour shift. And he's like, we've got to get up this mountain because no one can get to these people. And we know there's something going on up there. And the road is so impassable. He went and got his own ATV and got it trailered up, and then like driving around in the woods to get up the side of this damn mountain to try and help these people. So it's bad, man. He's on the ground there. I'm monitoring as digitally as I can. I'm communicating with as many people as I can to try and figure this out. And it's this total lack of common sense was yeah. Honestly, the preppers who went to prep camp are freaking idiots. And if you don't like it, put it in the chat. All right, let's see here. Flash floods can be devastating. Camp in Dry Creek bed, you may down. Oh, good morning, Star Canada. No, what I was getting onto, and we really do need to get. We're almost 15 minutes into this. We really do need to get to the meat of this. There was an RV park that is on the north side. It's just north of Lake James, where PrepStock is, and gone. The whole thing is gone. Their business is gone. Their home is gone. The freaking all their support buildings for an RV park gone. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to make sure that everybody is safe first. And then we're going to start thinking about the money, because we can give the park will automatically give refunds back if the park stays closed, and we can issue refunds. This is not an issue for us. We'll get our money back from the park that we paid to set this up. You know what I'm saying? We can figure this out. We just have to come to we need to have a brainstorming session. And right now it's difficult to do, because obviously there's nothing we can do because the park is closed until the 6th. Jester is out in the woods driving his ATV rescuing people. So right now, all we can ask people to do is just be patient. Okay. I can tell you that Lake St. James, I'm sorry, I keep on ahead. Lake James dam did not crest, but the spillway did go. So that's good. That's really good. And all of the campsites that are in that region are on high ground. It's all about what the flow rate was down the mountains is what it comes down to. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get into this. So I guess the key thing here, we might be weird, but at least we're weird. I gotcha. Okay. So let's talk about something that probably should have happened in this event that we're speaking of. That's directly related to the mountains, the flooding, the hurricane, to prep camp, or to prepper camp, to prep stock. It's all intertwined. Okay. And that is very simple. We need to address essential considerations for prepping. Significantly risks. There's significant risks of. Significantly focus on the risk of running out of gasoline during mass evacuations. Okay, I showed you guys a shot from Facebook. That's what it looked like. Everybody ran out of gas. It's stupid. It highlights lessons learned from past large-scale evacuations, such as those in Florida, where fuel shortages compounded the challenges. The general concern within the prepping community is that the highways could easily become parking lots, hint, hint, as vehicles run out of gas or overheat. Despite these potential setbacks, individuals who plan thoroughly and have backup strategies in place can still manage to bug out effectively. Good morning, Little Dry Creek. You know what? I'm going to try something. We got 26 people in here. When we hit 30, I'm going to try and put out 5 gift memberships. So when we hit 30, guys, somebody put something in the chat. We did it or what? Something, you know. I'm going to throw, the money should be in the PayPal account now. If you guys didn't know about how that works and everything. But when we hit 30, I'm going to throw out 5 gift memberships. All right, let's see here, or whatever it'll let me give. So first and foremost, vehicle selection. One of the main points raised in the importance of choosing a bug-out vehicle carefully, while large, heavily equipped vehicles like 4x4s may seem appealing for off-road travel, their fuel efficiency can be a major downside. A more practical approach might involve selecting a smaller vehicle that offers better gas mileage. However, this must be balanced with the need to carry essential supplies. In scenarios where going off-road is necessary, a 4-wheel drive vehicle can be helpful, but it should be part of a carefully considered overall strategy. 29. We are almost there. Star, what is a gift membership? A gift membership is where I pay for a 1-month gift for 5 people, gift membership, so that you actually have, if you didn't know it, you can actually get a membership here on YouTube. And that gives you access to all of the members only video content, members only posts, members only videos, members only live streams, things like that. For instance, we do a members only live stream every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Lots of little videos about me making things, behind the scenes content, things like that. But that's what that is. Don't be a slacker. Tap that thumbs up. We went back down to 28, so we'll see if we get to 30. All right, let's see here. Maintain a full tank. Okay, I mean, listen, nobody's ever going to have like a real full tank, but come on. I can't emphasize more the need for constant fuel preparedness. Keeping your gas tank full, ideally refueling when it's half a tank. Is one of the most effective ways to ensure that you're ready to leave at any time. For vehicles that aren't used frequently, keeping the tank full is vital to avoid last-minute delays in topping off. I also recommend strong additional fuel at home. This advice extends to rotating stored gasoline regularly, since fuel can degrade. Believe fuel will last for a long time, guys. Don't listen to this 6 months to a year crap. It's total bull. Metal cans are preferred for long-term storage as they prevent evaporation of volatile hydrocarbons. Using fuel stabilizers can prolong the shelf life of gas, and I have to advocate for a rotation system that ensures fresh fuel is always on hand. Oh, there we go. We just hit 30. Okay, I got to try and figure it out. Give me a second. Let me, I'm going to, crap. I guess I can try it from this screen over here. Let me make this bigger. That's what she said. I'm going to hit the, engage with your audience. No, I'm going to support Local Prepper super chat membership, unlock, membership gifting. We're going to try that. All right. And, it looks like so I thought the 5 membership was $19. It's actually $24.95. So I can give out, you know what? I'm going to give out 1 membership, and then I'm going to try and do it again until I run out of that $20 that I threw in my PayPal account. All right, let's see here. Things are changing. Complete your purchase. So it's actually $5.33 for me to do this. All right, there we go. And buy. We're going to do that. And we're going to gift that out. Let's see. It's making a spinny thing. So something should have just changed. Star was gifted a membership by Local Prepper, and that is completely unplanned. All right, I'm going to try it again. Membership empty. Scroll down. We're going to do it again. And we're going to go buy. Come on, you can do it, machine. All right, so and another one just got bought. Cuck V just got a membership. All right, dynamite, and we're gonna do it again. Like I said, I'm just gonna run this until I run out of that $20 that I put in my PayPal account. This may be the last one, I think, because it's like 5:33, and I'm not going to get 4 out of it. So buy. Okay, it's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. All right. A membership has been gifted, and Little Dry Creek Ranch, it was just gifted a membership. Dynamite. All right. So I don't have any more money in that account. That's I know, Jordan, you're pretty happy about that, right? Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. So and these memberships are good for, I don't know if it's 1 month or 30 days. I hope it's not 1 month, and because that would be awful. Today's the 30th. I I didn't even think about that. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow if you guys still have memberships. Oh my God. Oh, so many things today. So many things. All right. But if you may also notice that you now have nice little green squares next to your name. Okay. And that means that you actually have a membership. My fuel tank's on my 20,000 Power Stroke and my get filled up a half tank. There you go. All right, so we got people that have memberships now, and hopefully you enjoy them. You now have access to the members only area on YouTube. Your YouTube is going to look a little different. So just, hey, what's this? Do some exploring, guys. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me get back on point. Let me put that back. I think it's amazing. We got up to 30 and everybody's like, GIF, GIF, GIF. And then now we're back down to 28. Okay. We probably need to check the chat real quick, or not check the chat, but check the poll real quick. We got 25 votes. What is the most critical bug out strategy for long distance survival? And 40% say it's keeping your fuel tank full. 36% say planning alternate off-road routes. 20% say leaving early to avoid traffic. 4% say choosing a fuel efficient vehicle. Okay. Man, and I got to tell you, excuse me, a little bit of human effort here. I've got a weird cough. I don't know what it is, but I got a weird cough. Anecdotin. I don't recognize you, bro. Welcome to the chat. Let's see here. I'm a local home heating company and keep 29 gallons in steady stock daily. Would I stay and defend? I don't know. I think you'd have to do a T balance and see if, first of all, can you defend? Are you the only person? When are you going to sleep? Do you have a plan? Tim Pollock, off topic, PrepStock. Tim, we talked about PrepStock. PrepStock is not canceled. We're going to give you guys more information as we get it. We are working with the local park system or the state park system. And we're just right now, it's too early to know. We know that the state park is closed until the 6th. But if you go to the beginning of the video, you'll hear us talk about it and you can get more information that way. Also, we will be sending out emails to ticket holders. I will be making a video about this. We're going to give everybody as much information as we possibly can. But right now, it's just too early to decide. It's still 2 weeks away. Okay, let's see. No problem. Thank you, Tim. All right, so we're going to kind of anecdote and make sure you hit that subscribe, bro. I don't recognize you. If the next thing is ironically extra gas and gas storage. It's not enough to just have enough gasoline to fill your tank. Once, I suggest having enough extra gas stored to allow for refueling during the journey, especially since gas stations may run dry. This stockpile needs to be properly rotated to prevent fuel from going bad, it's a thing, but it's not a thing. I recommend to date fuel cans and integrate them into regular fuel rotation system as an efficient way to ensure gas supplies are always usable. Also, and you know what, we're gonna get to this. This one is actually a big one that we're gonna talk about here in a second. But I'm gonna go to the chat real quick just to kind of spread this out. Oh man, I swear. I may be sick. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to go. We talked about Cook V and his vehicle. We got Anecdoton talking about his 20,000 gallons. Mary says many lessons will come out of places like Asheville, NC, and Eastern Tennessee. Sad barely describes the stuff I'm hearing. Soil radio operator. Listen, if you were here at the very beginning of the live stream, you would have heard my rant about this happened before. When something happens for the first time, lessons are learned. What they do with that information is what's important. Okay. The Marine Corps used to have, well, they still have it. Okay. They used to have this website where every time you did an exercise, you would have to, all of the people in the staff would have to submit a bullet for an after action report. And then someone would enter that information into this database. Okay. And we're talking like, we're talking like 90s where the internet really wasn't even a thing yet, but the military had it. And so we would enter all this information into these after action database. We did it for years. And what we found was people were not using the information, or they didn't know the information was available. Guys, this same exact thing happened in 2018. Exactly. Google it. Google Highway 40 flood. See the pictures that come up. What was learned? Okay. Let's see. Jordan says you need that firewater stuff you got. Hey, thank you for reminding me. That is in the fridge. Actually, I'm going to take note. I'm going to take note. So what if on other platforms, Tim, I don't understand what you're asking, bro. I don't know. So what if on other platforms? I think that, oh, that's not a question. You're talking about somebody's profile name. So what if on the other platforms? I still don't understand why you're posting that here. Lacey says 3 of poll answers are possible and should have been accounted for during route recon. Again, risk assessments are key to arrive alive. Yeah, exactly. But people do risk assessments in their head. They don't actually sit down and think about it and put it on paper anymore. They just don't do it. Let's see here. Mr. Pappy says horses come in handy during these things. No gas or roads needed. Yeah, to an extent. But Jester was telling me on Friday how they actually had to do a swift water rescue on a horse. They weren't on a horse. They had to go swift water rescue a horse. Let's see here. Little Dry Creek says on food prep talk 2 days prior to culling our breeze, we lost 3/4 of them due to the heat. Never had this happen. Anyone ever have that happen recently? Happened all within a few hours. Wow, that's interesting. That's kind of apocalyptic. 3/4 of your hens just die from the heat. That's kind of weird. Let's see here. Oh, Bradley's running away. He's got to go to a meeting. Meetings love Bradley, and Bradley loves his meetings. Paradigm Shift showed up. Good morning, my friend. Let's see here. I meant lessons like some of these destroyed cities finding out they elected buffoons with every effort put to living high in office. Zero effort spent in EMA meetings. Yeah, I have friends. I won't say they're friends. I know people. That sounds so silly, but I know people that work in the county that I live in, and I asked one of them. I was like, I'm thinking about doing like a preparedness summit or something here on the Eastern Shore, and I might want to get the county involved. And I just got this funny look, and I was like, yeah, well, they have an emergency management team here inside the county, and they're like, what? It's like, yeah, when something goes wrong, there's actually a place where they go and they set up and they turn over all the radios on, and this is their county emergency management center. And then they like all that they control the teams that go out and do work and stuff like that. And they were just dumbfounded. And I thought to myself, this is somebody who works in the county. How do they not know that this exists? And that's telling me that there's no exercises. There's no preparedness thought whatsoever. So I may get involved in that. We'll see what happens. But Soil, you definitely made me think about that. And it's funny too, because I know people that actually are in the we'll just say they're in the flood industry, and they didn't know about this stuff. So Rose says critters are subject to dangers of flooding. People forget. Absolutely true. Cindy Hoff, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Woo-hoo, name on the board. Membership has its privileges. Jordan says maybe you need to start a yearly prep meeting in your county. Something. JB says there's no there. It's a big nothing sandwich. Okay, so we babbled on enough. We're halfway through the live stream. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any. Oh, I forgot. I've got to tell you guys something about it. Where's it at? Where is it at? Okay, so off topic, but there's a sale going on on EMP Shield. If you guys aren't aware, if you don't want to protect yourself from the possibility of electromagnetic posts because of a CME or war with Russia or whatever it is, okay, doesn't matter. But if it's something that you do want, it's an expensive item, okay? They're actually running it like it's like double coupon day kind of thing. You can use my code, LocalPrepper, on top of their code and save. I think they're doing like 10% and I'm like $50 off. So go to EMP.com, or I'm sorry, EMPshield.com. Check it out. There's also a link in the description that explains it all. They're having this sale that's going on for, I think, until the 6th. I think it's like, it's either here or it's coming, but go check it out. And I just wanted to let everybody know about it. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off and turn back on that one. I like that one. Now I'm going to put Grumpy. Grumpy's going to show up. I can feel it in my bones. Grumpy's going to show up. Let's see here. Let's see here. Not to break security, but are you Southern Illinois? No insurance costs. Insurance costs will triple around the country to compensate losses. Let's see here. Now insurance will I'm guessing it's triple. Well, here's the thing. That North Carolina some years back went through an issue with noise. What are you just correcting something? Is there a noise I need to be aware of, Jordan? Please, somebody let me know. But North Carolina went through this whole thing where people were pissed off that the entire state was paying for their insurance rates went up because of hurricanes. And traditionally, it was just the people who lived on the coast that were paying more for insurance. But they were like, no, the whole state's going to pay. And that kind of pissed a bunch of people off. I don't really know the end of that. But I can also tell you that a lot of those people up there do not have flood insurance because they don't live in what they would call a floodplain. Let's see here. You said, noise. Illinois, because there's more than one of them and they're so noisy. All right, let's hit the poll real quick here. We got 33 votes and currently planning alternate off-road routes has taken over at 42%, keeping your fuel tank full at 36%. Where we got here 15% leaving early to avoid traffic, choosing a fuel efficient vehicle is at 6%. Now I'm about to change that poll. Guys. I know, right? Jordan's always on it. That's why she's got the hammer. All right, let's see here. There's actually 3 of them, by the way, guys. 3 moderators. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. Okay. This is why it pisses me off so much. We talk about bug out triggers from time to time, and nobody can actually, like, everybody's looking for like this checklist, this definitive thing of what a bug out trigger is, right? But the big thing is that timing is crucial, and nobody wants to put the work into it. So we're going to talk about timing here for a second. All right. And I really want you to listen to me. If anything, just think of this as the lecture that could save your life. All right. So in an evacuation scenario, timing plays a decisive role in determining success. Let me say that again. In an evacuation scenario, timing plays a decisive role in determining success. I always advise leaving early, well before the general public begins to flood the roads. The key advantage on this approach is that it allows you to avoid the inevitable traffic jams and fuel shortages that accompany mass evacuations. Bugging out early means you'll likely travel faster, use less fuel, and experience far less stress since you'll be avoiding panicked crowds. However, there is a trade-off. Leaving early requires a keen sense of situational awareness and decisiveness. Trigger, act. Trigger, act. It may mean bugging out when it turns out to be unnecessary, potentially wasting time and resources on evacuation that was not needed. For those with secondary locations, such as a cabin in the woods or a survival retreat, or just another place to go, this can be reframed as an opportunity for a brief getaway, or maybe we can call this a drill run, or making that trip productive, even if it wasn't required for survival. For those who cannot or prefer not to bug out prematurely, waiting out the initial traffic surge is another viable option. This involves closely monitoring the situation and only leaving once the roads have cleared, reducing the risk of being stuck in gridlock. The danger here is twofold. Now, please pay attention. First, the hazard you're fleeing, whether it's a natural disaster or civil unrest, may advance faster than expected, cutting off your window to leave. The second thing is, while you're waiting, local resources such as gasoline, food, or shelter may become even more scarce, further complicating the evacuation. Now, in both scenarios, leaving early or waiting, the key is to have a well-informed plan. Gather real-time intelligence from reliable sources and remain flexible in your decision-making. It is essential to have preset trigger points for bugging out based on both external conditions and your personal preparedness. By acting ahead of the curve or strategically holding off, you improve your odds of a smooth evacuation and increase the likelihood of reaching your destination safely. Now, is this actually what happened? In Western North Carolina, Tennessee area, Appalachia, is this happening? Did it happen? Some people, yes. That RV park that I told you that doesn't exist anymore, that got washed away. They left early. They got in their trailer and they pulled it up and they left early, the people who own it. And then they came back to nothing, but they decisively act. They were like, this is going to get worse. We have to go now. And that's what they did. So hopefully you guys will take some of that to heart. I'm going to go ahead and check the chat right now, see what's going to happen. Oh, got to keep the coffee flowing, man. Got to keep the coffee flowing. But that thing hasn't showed up. Have you guys noticed? Let's see here. So first time seeing handle. I'm in central Indiana. Cindy Hoff says, I'm over 100 miles from a city, 250,000 peeps already have a head start. Well, don't get complacent. Complacency kills. Let's see here. Where we at? Little Dry Creek says, what the hell just happened? We all should get together with like-minded individuals and work together with those in our area. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, there was, it's not related. I want to do a video on it, but it's not related. The whistleblower for the FBI got, no. Was it FBI? No, it was the Border Patrol, I think. He was testing before Congress, and at the end of the testimony, they gave him the opportunity to say one last thing before they ended the hearing. And he basically said, lots of bad things about the FBI, but then he closed with, you need to go and talk to like 5 neighbors and agree to help each other out when something goes wrong, because things are going to go wrong. Get food, get water, get supplies is exactly what he said. I need to find that and show that to you guys. Let's see here. For the poll, once we voted, can't change our votes, even if presented more details. What? You should be. Are you sure? I thought you were able to change your vote. Let's see. I'm in the 45-mile. The dude says I'm in a 45-mile radius of all targets for the enemy's military, 45 miles each way. There is a base, artillery, air force, etc. No bug out. It's defending from the horde that is moving. Yeah, you're reaching there, the dude. But I love you, man. That's right. If you wait too long, you will be SOL in the SHTF. Pastor of Reality. Hello, my young friend. I don't recognize you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's see here. We got Yep Rose. Only if you want to vote. Let's see here. We left early. Oops says we left early in 2007, 2008. Smart man. Cuck V. I was FBI. Well, I mean, no one's saying the organization is bad, but its core is rotten, and we all know it. Grumpy showed up. I knew you were going to show up. You couldn't help yourself. That's why I put your logo up there, man. Let's see here. Worst to leave for me if I'm not in a natural disaster. What the hell's going on here? Oh, my chat's going wacko. That was FBI guy. I saw it. All right, let's see here. Nope, have tried. What's Any Pappy says, seen a video, guy left generator and Starlink for neighbors for communications, then just left. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And unfortunately, I'm already seeing videos of people who had a bunch of their stuff stolen during this thing. Let's see here. Jordan. Nope, no takesies backsies. Grumpy's here. Yay, Grumpy's here. Let's see here. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. And I apologize. Maybe we'll hold off on doing the poll until halfway from now on. Maybe that'll be our rule. I'll just tell everybody in the beginning, don't put anything in the poll in the poll until halfway through. Okay, let's see here. But it looks like we're up to 45%. Planning alternate off-road routes is winning. Okay, so let's talk about prior to gift. Oh, Grumpy had checked in prior to gifting. I got you. All right, so let's talk about fuel conservation strategies. Now, when stuck in traffic, I advise turning off your vehicle rather than idling. Cars built with automatic engine shutoffs systems demonstrate that this doesn't harm modern vehicles. Restarting the engine is as needed can conserve fuel that may be critical for reaching a safe destination. Let's also talk about off-road routes briefly. Another tip for avoiding traffic is to have an alternate off-road route planned in advance. This requires scouting potential bug-out paths and ensuring the vehicle is capable of handling rough terrain. Off-road travel will increase fuel consumption, but in some cases, it may be worth the trade-off to avoid gridlock. For example, planning to go off-road, I recommend thorough preparation to avoid being stranded or wasting fuel. Quick off-road story. There is a road that is maintained by the power company near the property in North Carolina that can take 15 minutes off a drive. It's just a dirt road, and it's maintained by the power company because there's a power line that runs through a swamp. And the problem is that it's great. It's a great way to get from point A to point B if you got to go that way. But if they only level it and pack it, twice a year, then there's a good chance that thing could be like impassable, like cars bottoming out. I've seen cars bottom out from the holes that are in the road. So just have a plan, man. That's all I'm saying. Just have a plan. What in the hell is that? Oh, it's PayPal. And PayPal knows. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some recommendations. Okay. Poll twice and see what changes. I don't know what that means. So let's talk about some recommendations. We might want to think about integrating public transit or bicycles. Preppers living in urban areas where personal vehicles might not be practical consider integrating public transit or even bicycles into their plans. A bicycle with panniers. If you guys don't know what a pannier is, that's like the saddlebags you can put on a bicycle for supplies, can be useful backup if the fuel shortages or traffic block vehicle-based bugouts. Also, another recommendation is going to be community planning. Organizing with neighbors or local prepping groups can provide additional flexibility. Having a convoy plan can help reduce individual fuel consumption and provide mutual aid if one vehicle breaks down. Convoy. If you've been in the military, you know how that works. Get out the tow bar. All right, let's see here. 3, emergency fuel sources. In addition to storing fuel at home, it is wise to identify emergency fuel sources along your planned route. This could include privately owned fuel reserves or arrangements with friends or families in safer zones. Yes, by the way, you need to get from point A to point B, but you know that you're not going to have enough gas to get there. And so maybe you've got a friend that lives somewhere in between where you can keep some gallons of gas in their garage. It could be something as simple as that. And lastly, vehicle maintenance. Regular maintenance on your bug-out vehicle is non-negotiable. Ensure the tires, battery, and fluids are always in good condition, as even a small mechanical issue Oh, it finally hit me. Oh, there it is. Finally, Drake. Even a small mechanical issue can become a major obstacle during an evacuation. All right, I'm going to go to the chats right now here. Looks like YouTube 45, Rumble 24, 49. Great. Looks like I need to invest in some more memberships. Let's see here. By the way, you guys know you can give memberships too. Hint, hint. Let's see here. What do we got? The old Appalachian people were stubborn and don't want to leave, but they've got to move past that. True speak, Dad, there's some truth to that. But here's the thing. If we just move away from every place that could be bad, then you'll eventually all you'll do is move. It's like, oh, I don't like hurricanes. I moved from the coast. I moved to the mountains. You moved to the mountains. Oh, crap. I don't like flooding. So I moved from the mountains. And then I moved further west. Oh, I don't like tornadoes. I mean, wherever you move, there's going to be something that is bad. You get far enough west, it's the earthquakes. So maybe these people just need to adjust a little bit better. One of the things that you'll see in places that were built in floodplains is people raise their houses. When you don't raise your house, your house gets flooded. So logic. Let's see here. Seen a guy. Hold on a second here. Seen a guy using mule train to get supplies into disaster areas. I believe that. RC Flight Seeker. I don't recognize you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I always keep 3 gas cans full at the house and alternate them out when cutting grass. I got the other gas cans filled the week before the storm and made sure all vehicles were full ahead of time. Yeah, RC, absolutely. I do the same thing every year. And people always give me shit like, why do you have like 10 gas cans in your garage? That's gas is just going to go bad over the winter. No, it's not. Guys, I used to have a very, very large boat, and it was gasoline powered, and it had two big old 350s in it. And that was the one thing that I learned as a brand new boat person from the people that were much older boat people, is that the gas doesn't actually go bad. Also, there's strategies to mitigate issues. For instance, if you fill a gas container as close to the top as possible, there's less chance of residual water from condensation on the inside of the tank. So you don't get water infiltration into your fuel systems. Also, old gas still burns just fine. It just smokes. It goes from being 100% efficient to 95% efficient. Now, if we're talking diesel, that's a completely different game, and we're not even going to issue. I bet somebody in the chat, that doesn't work with diesel. That's fine. I completely know this, and you have to have a completely different strategy when we talk about diesel. But if you're talking about gasoline, it don't go bad. It don't go bad. It just it degrades. It is still combustible. But remember, it's not about the gasoline liquid. It's about the fumes. So that's what's ignitable. Let's see here. Where are we at here? And that was a good comment, RC. That was a good comment. Let's see. Seen a guy we did the mule train. All rivers you take, you get to the Gulf of Mexico, almost all rivers in America. I believe that. Cindy Hoffman, I was being facetious. Oh, soil. Don't nobody take anything purpose in here. Remember that you never argue over text because you don't actually know what the person is saying. You can't get their tone. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Rose says, just know lay of the land and the water and adjust accordingly. True. Oops says, just live in an ark. Yes, that's the solution. That's the solution. Park your boat next to your house during floods. That's the solution. The dude says gas stabilizer is crucial. It's cheap. I don't like, there's a component in traditional gas stabilizer that actually messes with some of the parts that are inside your fuel systems. And you're right, it is cheap, but I recommend that people use Seafoam. That stuff, pure, clean, clear, straightforward. And I use that as a fuel stabilizer. And what I'll do is I think I use 200. I got this little measuring cup from Walmart. It's glass. You can see through it. You can pick it up in the dollar aisle, something like that. And I use 200 of those milliliters, I think, per 5-gallon jug. Just boop, 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 and you're good to go. You're welcome for the sound effects. Let's see here. Yes, Seafoam. There we go, Cindy. There we go. Pastor says, I've used stored gas that is 4 years old. Just mix it in a tank that is half full with new. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's a myriad of ways of doing this, but basically the gas doesn't just like, I don't want to burn anymore. All right, let's see here. Seafood is better. Yes, seafood. Always mix seafood with your gasoline. It's the best. I know you're talking about Seafoam. I just had to give you a little throat flick. That's all. It's funny. It's just funny words. Okay, let's see here. Hicktown Honey. Hey, good. Off-road travel in a hurricane is questionable. Very true, because you don't know what's going to happen to the road. And I think it's more about the wind knocking trees over. We saw pictures of that, and rain washing out dirt roads. We saw that. So government and help don't go together. I got you, Andy. Hicktown says, I was in Indianapolis this weekend, and even there was wild with the flash flooding. Yes, that entire region is under a flash flood warning. So those warnings, they're there for a reason. Let's see. What about kerosene for diesel? It stores better. I don't know. What about kerosene for diesel? It stores better. I don't know what you're saying, Pappy. I don't know what you're going after there. What about Savage Solution says, what about diesel? There is a chemical that you can put in diesel to make it store longer. But the problem with diesel is it it'll start to gel over a certain period of time. And your engine will not like that. You'll literally just kill your engine if you pour gel diesel into it. Also, diesel interacts with temperature in a very, very bad way. And so you don't want that to happen either. And then you also don't want water in your diesel, which is why most diesel engines or diesel generators and specifically have a water fuel separator. That's what that little glass thing is that's on a diesel generator. Let's see here. Or just get ethanol-free fuel. Sure, it's expensive, but it lasts. I got you, Ian. I got you. Well, the other thing too is a lot of people don't think about this, but propane. You know, they do make adapters for older engines to burn propane. Also for heating propane. And then also storing propane. You can store propane indefinitely in their little cans in your garage, no matter what the temperature is. They don't like anything, I think, below 20, but or 20, I'm sorry, 20 below. But for the most part, propane is like magic fuel. So that's something to think about since we're talking about gas. All right, so we're running up on our time here. Let's go ahead and do the summary. By taking a measured, thoroughly planned approach to bugging out, preppers can minimize the risks associated with fuel shortages, mechanical failures, and overcrowded roads, greatly increasing their chances of reaching a safe destination. Now, looks like we had 45 votes in the poll, which I truly appreciate. That's pretty freaking awesome considering there's 50 people. If you have in the YouTubes, if you have not hit the poll yet, please give us an answer. We'll keep that open for a little bit more, but right now it's 44% plan alternate off-road routes. Let's see, 38% of your fuel tank, keep your fuel tank half full or full, 39%, leaving early to avoid traffic, and choosing a fuel-efficient vehicle. Also, we have not done it yet, but let's blow the algorithm out of the water. If you love your country, type 1 in the chat. America. Do you have a Hank Hill banner? Why would I have a Hank Hill banner? Oh, you mean for propane and propane accessories? I know I didn't sound anything like them. There's no way I could have. Let's see here. I store diesel fuel and add good fuel additive for Hot Shot, Secret EDT, or Opti Blue products. They have fuel stabilizer. Nice, Cock. I love it, man. It's good to know. Let's see. Get a multi-fuel Duec and a Duec and a half. I don't know what that is, but I'm thinking you're saying multi-fuel generator. I got yes. If my next generator will be multi-fuel and I will run it on propane. Let's see here. We got the one West Virginia Pappy. Why should have multiple spare tires when bugging out? Why should you have multiple? Well, people, it's like if you look at the thumbnail is like the dramatic, I got to get out of town and there's nobody around me, so I did it right. But if you look at the vehicles, like it's stuff stacked all over it, it's like it's like the Hendersons, but no, it's not the Hendersons. That's the Sasquatch movie, but the vacation movie, when they go on vacation, the very first vacation, they got stuck stuff all over their vehicle. All the luggage is on the outside. I think it really has everything to do with the type of vehicle that you have. There's probably nothing wrong with having multiple spare tires. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know. And if it's your bug out vehicle, then you might want to think about it. Let's see. Cindy says, love it. Learned something new again today and a tweak onto it. Nice. I appreciate that, Cindy. I appreciate you. President America. Lazy says 5.5 or 5-ton style engine is what I think he meant. Oh, I see. I see. That's too far in the chat for me to remember back, but I appreciate you, Lazy. All right, let's see here. Andy types 1 in the chat. I got you guys. I got you guys. Okay, so as usual, if you guys like what I'm doing, make sure that you hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by doing a YouTube membership. If you're on your cell phone, look for the blue letters more, scroll down to join, click that. It will give you some options. I do recommend that you pick the middle one, the Doomsday Prepper, because it gives you options for lots and lots of stuff. Okay, I think that's going to be about it right now, guys. As usual, stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. And I'm going to be making another video today that I'll try and get out by 3 o'clock. It's going to talk about some of the world events and well, I would say some of the national events, because it's kind of pointing our country in a certain way, and it's getting kind of scary, and no one likes to be scared. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Don't forget to call your mom, and Jen, you get to the Bugout location. There you go, Jen. I'm gonna put that on there. On. There you go. Yay! All right, guys, stay safe. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye. How do I turn this thing off? There it is.